Hey, what's up, Robert?
Can you hear me all right?
Yep, sure
Good
can.
deal. How you doing this morning?
Oh man, it's been a busy man. It's like a freaking Monday today.
Busy already, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way it goes, baby. In
Hell yeah.
construction.
Hell yeah, for sure. Gonna be about almost 100 degrees here today. Be pretty warm.
Yeah, we're right on that cycle too, man. High 90s.
I
So
like it though. I like it.
summer, summer's here, brother. Summertime is here.
Heck yeah, bud. So how you been, man?
Good, man. Just
Plugging away.
working, and keeping up with the kids, and that's about it, brother. Danny's home for a little bit, and he's gonna go
Nice.
back next week. So Um, everything's good. How you
Oh
been?
yeah. No, I've been good, man. I just been plugging away with this BoomerCast, and it's pretty cool, man. I'm getting to talk to some really cool dudes, man, from the past at OU.
Yeah, I
And
saw that. I saw some of that. Some pretty good stuff.
yeah, man. Uh, but yeah. So what'd you think about the spring game, man? The environment was crazy as hell, wasn't it?
Yeah, did you went right?
Yeah, I got to go. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it was cool, man. I've never seen anything like that in spring. I played in a few spring games myself, but nothing to that magnitude. And you
yeah. I
know,
was.
and
Go
when
ahead.
the stand was talking, man, nobody nobody went anywhere.
Yeah,
If you had to go to the bathroom, you weren't going nowhere. If you wanted a beer, you weren't going anywhere. So
yeah,
Uh, pretty cool to see all that, man. It was quite an event for sure.
yeah. I wasn't expecting 75,000. That's for sure,
I don't think anybody was, to be
including
honest.
OU.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was obvious because they only had opened up two gates.
Yeah, that was
Um,
crazy.
yeah, just to get in. So it was wild,
Yeah.
wild. But
I do know that I can tell that Danny and company they're bought in, man. They seem like they're ready. They're bought into Coach V's like what he's bringing to the program as far as unity and like loving one each other pretty much, loving each other and just having each other's back. And I think it's really going to transform on the football field.
well, Robert, when you work that hard every day in the trenches and you're sweating and bleeding with your boys, it does nothing but you only have each other to lean on to. And then when Brindle's brings the type of people that he's brought to his staff and just to reinforce the team unity and what they're trying to do, it just makes the team just even more cohesive, which is what you want. When you're dealing with this type of you know um, level of expectations, and there's really no room for for a misstep, and those guys definitely have each other's back for sure.
I did like in that game watching the defense. I like how they all flew around the ball. They had a just like getting after it, especially that defensive line. It was really nice to see that defensive line getting after it. I know the O line. People say what they want to say about them, but I mean they're still offensive linemen at the University of Oklahoma. So I mean, they're good players, and
Well, I mean, you got to understand, when you're dealing with a spring game, man, you got the offense is only going to run a few plays.
yep,
Defense is only going to run a few plays. You go after the same drills, the same plays every day. So um, um, it's going to be lot of one-on-one battles in a spring game. So you just kind of take that for what it is. Um, it's definitely, they're not going to show you everything they got both sides of the ball, but it was nice to see, these guys, especially the defensive line that can take on some blockers. You want to be double teamed. I mean, that's your job is to create havoc and bring other guys. It allows the secondary, the backers, and your safeties, and even your cornerbacks to fly to the ball. So you saw a lot more of that because I feel that the defensive lines put the work in the gym, and those guys are big, man. They're noticeably bigger, and they're
oh
plugging
yeah,
gaps. and they're gonna make it very difficult to be blocked one on one for sure.
Yeah, I seen a picture of Kevin Gillum, I think is his last name,
Yep,
Gilliam.
Kelvin. Yep.
Jesus, he's a monster, man.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's Danny's roommate, and when he came in last year, he was 254, something like that. Now he's probably 294.
Ooh, wee.
So yeah, he
Dang,
put a solid. Yeah, he's a big boy, and
nice, man.
he's moving quite well with that new weight. So, and that's just not him, man. That's a lot of the guys. Ethan Downs put some weight on, all up and down the line, which is awesome.
Nice. Yeah. It's gonna be Danny's playing linebacker this year, outside linebacker.
No, no, middle in their scheme,
Middle.
middle
Okay.
linebacker. Yeah, you're going to see a more traditional 4-3 rather than the 5-2
Nice.
that they ran last year. They they call it different things, but with the spread offense, you got to have your outside linebackers got to be able to cover those slot guys more, and then you'll see Danny will be in the middle.
So like the middle's like they're like the general, right? Like almost the quarterback of the defense.
Oh yeah, they got to make the call. They got to know, what the line calls, and recognize what make sure the guys are in the right spot. Definitely, and making the adjustments pre-snap. Yeah, that's you're exactly right. They're definitely the quarterback.
Nice. I could see Danny doing that all day long. It's so weird. Like you just see him all the time, like having a fun, having fun, laughing, smiling, joking around. But once that once that ball goes in the air, it's like jokes aside, it's
Yeah, no, he definitely right, Robert. It's a switch that you got to turn on, be able to turn on. You can't be in that intensity mode. Unlike Brent Venables seems to be pull it off pretty well. He's intense
yeah.
all the time, but yeah, he has fun. He knows when it's that's kind of his release, his humor. And I tell you what, that linebacker room is quite impressive, up and
Yeah.
down. And there's some athletes in that room, for sure.
Yeah, Kobe McKenzie and Clayton was it Clayton was the other one.
Was that you talking about Janik?
Oh yeah,
You got
yeah,
Kip,
the kid from Kansas.
Weibu's in there, and White, and um,
That is a full room. Wow, that is a full room of athletes. Wow.
Kobe. Kobe, if you looked at him, he came in at probably about 250. When I saw him, he was probably down to 230. He lost a lot of
Damn.
baby, and,
Nice.
it's a different. Those guys learn quick, man. It's a little bit different,
I was
but
watching
they're gonna be
some.
good.
Yeah, I was watching some film on Kobe McKenzie. Man, he's quick. He's really good at reading the ball, man. He's good, man. He can run sideline to sideline pretty well.
Yeah, all those guys had some growing pains. They're going to this type of Venables defense. So they're definitely going to be the next man up for sure.
So, what have you noticed mostly? Is I guess does Danny seem more excited about the game of football now, or?
No, he's always been excited, man. That's never changed. He was a true freshman, so just the fact that he was on the field and contributing is exciting. Now you're year two, you're in a system that's more designed for linebacker play. That's going to be great for those guys. I don't think that they're going to be platooned in like they were last year. So it allow those first and second units to get more in tune to the game. So that's exciting on that part. But other than that, no, man. I mean, everything is just
Nice.
there's a lot of change. You had these guys had to learn one defense, and then less than a year later learn another defense and new coaching staff. So it's just they've done very well with what's been thrown at them for sure.
What are your thoughts on this transfer portal thing? Like, especially that kid from Pittsburgh. with out there at SoCal and other places trying to lure these kids away from schools with money. I
Well,
understand, I understand they have to, it's the NIL, it's the new thing, but I just don't think they should be able to be like, here's 7 figures, you want to come play ball for us,
the transfer portal, I think, is a um, very necessary, especially for players. Case in point, you get, Riley leaves, another coach comes in. Well, you're recruited for that system. Now you bring another system in. That's not may not be a good fit for you. So you need to go somewhere where it's a fit. Now on the other part, where if guys are having success and then they're getting wooed away, I don't agree with that. You've got the coaches, the staff that's put the time and the energy to develop a player that may not have been a 5-star. They took a 3-star, 2-star, and made them into that. Case in point with the kid in Pittsburgh, and now you got schools out there saying, "Hey man, come here for this. We'll guarantee you this." I think there needs to be a lot of changes. I think they need to blow up the whole NIL deal now that they kind of see where the flaws are and kind of retool it. But until then, until something's done, there's nothing you can do about it, man.
Yeah.
It's you can't blame a 18, 19, 20-year-old kid that can get some life-changing money for their family, especially when they're not coming from wealth. You can't blame that on anybody. We're all in life trying to better ourselves. I think that's the most important thing.
Totally agree, especially like you were saying about coming from poverty. It's almost a kind of a sad thing that these athletic directors of some of these schools would actually prey on the players like that. It just seems like they would use their situation to their advantage.
Well, I think it's more the boosters, because the really
Right.
AD coaches can, but the boosters can reach out. I think that's where it's coming from. Look, man, that's been going on in the 70s, 80s, 90s. When I was playing, it's just that it wasn't legal. Now it's legal. Now you can get a car. Now you can get these things.
Right.
So it's always been going on. It's just now that everybody can see it. See it out. There's no disguising it. It is
Right.
what it. You can blatantly come out and do that now. So that's one of the reasons why you can't turn a blind eye to it, because it's going to happen. But you can, now that it's here, let's make some provisions to make sure that everybody's on I wouldn't say equal playing field, but everybody has the same opportunities.
I like what OU's doing with with their salary or whatever for the football team. I don't know if they're doing it for the other programs, but I really think
Yeah, I
they
saw that.
should.
Yeah, I saw when that came out. We'll see. That's an entity that I think we're going to give money to. I think it was football, basketball, and softball.
Nice.
We'll see where it's at. They were supposed to start signing kids up. I haven't heard anything about it. What's going on? We'll see. That's when big time schools do things, and you have to either follow suit or do one up. And you saw that with facilities used to be a big deal.
Yep.
Who has the best facilities? Who's got this? Well, now it's how are you going to take care of your players? With this NIL. So, OU is in the same situation. They either got to find a way to step up, or they're going to be stepping the sides. And I know they're not going to do that. So
Yeah.
that's off of them for that group trying to. I think it's called Oklahoma One.
Yep.
Or I think is what it's called. So we'll see what happens. That's a great another great recruiting tool if it comes to light.
I got that they got that soul mission too going on. The soul team. Did you have anything like that at Baylor when you were going to school there?
No, you know what? With soul, that's awesome. The closest thing we probably had was FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Okay.
But with this soul mission, it's great to teach these guys life skills, things that they're not going to get taught in class. I think they're down in Miami helping.
Yep.
Helping some school, elementary school fifth graders. They're helping them with the classroom, with brightening up the campus, brightening up the
Nice.
kid, help mentoring them. Also, I think that that soul mission goes into a little bit more. They got companies that come in and do some interviews, so it helps with the interview skills. Your resume building. Things that you need after football, and you need them quick. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the first thing you do a job is handing over your resume, and then obviously getting interviews. So able to hone those skills and do those is awesome. So no, that I don't think I've seen. I'm not saying that no other school's
Right.
done it, but I know Coach Venables is very upfront about it and very vocal about it. So you see it up front, which is huge, especially the amount of staff he's dedicated to that. So hats off to him, man. That's awesome. That's an awesome another piece that he has.
And also, I think along with that, like a lot of those, I think all four of them were actually former ball players, and three of them were at OU. So like they could really relate with the athlete, the student athlete, with what they're going through mentally, and how to deal with the pressures of playing football at the University of Oklahoma. I mean, it's got to be
Yeah,
pressure.
absolutely. And then not only that, now that these guys can they help them money managing. These kids don't know how to manage money.
Yeah.
If you get a 15, 20 grand check, what do you do with it? Well, you don't blow it. They give them options, money markets, investing, how to open. These are things that no one teaches you in life. And, those guys that played at the next level, they know about that. And they bring, like I said, that's another avenue they bring to these kids is how to manage their money and prepare for the future, which is another, it's a gift for those kids for sure.
Yeah, it's so like you were saying facilities earlier. I know you went to the University of Baylor and balled out there. Is like so is it just a huge difference probably between the facilities back then and then now? Because you played in the 80s, huh? Mid 80s?
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, when I
Okay.
was, we had just the old stadium. They revamped it, added an end zone, huge weight room, all that. And then obviously what they did, they tore that stadium down and built I think it was it was over 1.2 billion.
Damn.
New stadium there, and the facilities there is they're as good as anybody in the country.
Nice, man.
And but that just goes to show you, even the small school. I mean, Baylor when I was there, only just 10,000 students.
Wow.
And putting that kind of facilities together is huge. You got
Yeah,
to do it. I mean, you got to.
yeah. I mean, like you said, if it's either stand by and watch or do what you have to do to keep up,
Yep, absolutely.
for sure. Heck yeah. So, got any big plans for this summer? Or you gonna go on any big trips or vacations?
Nah, man, we got to save all those airline tickets. Well, we've already got them to go all the games, man. So
Nice.
yeah, that's all. That's all. Just I think we've already got pretty much all squared away. Now, when this start early, man, because those plane tickets they go up.
Oh, I bet, man. I bet.
But no, other than that, just hanging out. It'll be here before you know it. So it's we'll just be low key until then.
It really is gonna sneak up on us too, man. It's gonna be cool. What's your expectations for University of Oklahoma this year football team?
Well, I mean, actually, honestly, I think they're going to compete for the Big 12 title. I mean, that's going to go without saying. You'll get a good feel. We got a couple. I think week 3 when you see them against Nebraska, that's going to be a big test because they've had some big changes too. I mean, they got I think, correct me wrong, they got Thompson from UT
Yeah,
up
they
in
did.
Nebraska.
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting to see. But that'll be a good test. Week 3 will be a good test. Kind of be a springboard to what you can expect for the rest. So
Nice, man. Yeah. Lost you for a sec,
Hey,
bud.
yeah,
Yeah, I lost
Robert,
you.
sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right. I was just getting ready to go, but I wanted to get it. Can I get a horns down from you?
Absolutely, brother.
Boomer sooner.
Absolutely. Boomer sooner, brother. Hey, appreciate it as always, man.
Yeah, I really appreciate you stopping by and talking with me. I know you're a busy man and got some stuff going on always, but I
Yeah,
just wanted
always
to thank you.
no problem, man. Anytime, brother. Anytime, Robert. Thanks for
Nice.
having me on, man.
Heck yeah, I appreciate it, bud.
All right, we'll holler at you. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
thank